What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So I am back with another video. Now, I saw this clip of Kevin Samuels talking about B. Simone, and this is kind of eerie that this video is resurfacing because of the situation with B. Simone. But I think this shows you how on point Mr. Samuels was when he was alive. Rest in peace to him. Listen to what he had to say and how relevant this is today. Even after this man's passing, he's still telling the truth from the grave. Baby, this is crazy. But I want to go play this clip for you guys. Y'all definitely chime in. I want to hear y'all thoughts. Here we go.
All it takes for you to come down to reality, B. Simone, is one wrong post. You are one viral video away, one internet canceling away from being back at Forever 21 selling a woman who's a 6 or a 7, like a B. Simone, no insult intended. She's cute. She ain't fine, she's cute. B. Simone, Jill Scott, like that in the face. All of a sudden, when the 8s, 9s, and 10s are gone, the 6s and 7s automatically get all the 8, 9, and 10 shine because the 8s, 9s, and 10s are simply gone.
Ooh, child, listen. What do you guys think about him saying she's like a 6? Yeah, I think he has a really valid point. I think a lot of women, of course, in modern society, all women think they're a 10, right? No matter how big you are, you know, no matter how you look, you are considered a 10. And I think this gives women this false sense of reality, where they think that they're all 10s and they can have these super unrealistic expectations from men, but they don't get the outcomes. And that's the telltale sign right there. When you see women who are grossly single complaining about men, and those very women that are complaining have these superficial, unrealistic expectations, and among some other issues as well, but they're in denial about it. They don't realize the issues that they have. B. Simone has been asking people all on social media why they think she can't get a man, what is wrong with her, why people don't like her. That means she doesn't even know. It means there's a lack of self-awareness. There's a lack of self-accountability. She doesn't even know why she's a turnoff for a lot of people. She seems to have a lack of empathy for people. We look at how she talks to her friends and how she responds to her friends' issues. It doesn't seem to faze her or connect with her. The only time she's crying about something is when it's related directly to her finances, and how she's struggling financially, and she, don't have the amount of money that she used to have, and it's a hard thing to keep up and all these things. She cries when it's pertaining to her, but it doesn't seem like she can cry when it's relating to her so-called friends or other people who she claims to love, or people in her life. Those type of people tend to want everybody else to focus on them, but they can't focus on anybody else themselves. That's a selfish, entitled mentality. I said it before, and that's how she comes off to most people. And I think it shows in the dynamics of her friendships and how the friends are falling apart, and they can't even explain why she's such a good friend and all these things, because it's like they're grasping at straws when it comes to B. Simone. I don't know. I think she just has some issues. I think there's a lot of things that are surrounding her, and it could be part of the reason why she loses friendships left and right, and why she can't have a stable, healthy relationship for too long, because there's something about her that she probably needs to work on and change. It's not always the men, but the women have to work on things too. Let's continue.
It's not as though those women actually got better. The other women are just gone. And when you get all of that attention, that when you saw your friends who were 8, 9, and 10, and you were a 6 or a 7, and they're gone, now you're getting 8, 9, and 10 attention. You feel like the woman, and you start to overinflate your SMV, your actual value. So like a B. Simone, no offense, you start to actually feel like you should get a man who's the master of the universe. Especially if you're an attorney or a psych chick, you got a college degree or something like that.
I'm a PhD.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, I think he's absolutely right. I think what he said makes a lot of sense, and we see it happening. We see it happening even more now, how these women have overestimated their self-worth when it comes to the marketplace. But when it comes to men picking them for relationships, not your personal value of how you see yourself, but how others see you. That matters when you're out here looking for a man or anybody, a relationship. You have to, and that's what I think B. Simone is struggling with. She's struggling with relating to anybody. Most people can't seem to relate to her. And even the men, I don't know, it's just something about her. And I think we all have issues, but I think the key to it is understanding your issues and working on them. You know what I mean? It's nothing worse than a person who is unaccountable and who don't see themselves. Because when you don't see yourself, you can do all kind of shit and you're never wrong. And you're always right, no matter what you do. And you're looking to blame whatever is happening on somebody else. And nobody wants to be, there as your blame cushion, where every time something happens, you don't get it, but that person is completely out of order and in the wrong, but they never see it. That is tiresome. You don't always want to be the person that is being blamed for everything when you know, in fact, that this person got issues and they will not change or work on them and are not accountable or even understand what's really going on. And then sometimes you could tell a person and they'll call it out, but that don't mean you're working on it. You're not doing anything to fix it. You just still want people to cater to you and do whatever it is that you want, and you want to always be right. That type of person is very draining to be around. So I think, once again, B. Simone's issue, just based off what I've seen on social media, yeah, she has a aura around her that doesn't seem pleasant. It doesn't seem pleasant. It doesn't seem nice. It doesn't seem inviting. It doesn't seem friendly. She sounds like a loud, cackling, a nuisance in a sense. And she may not be, but that's what she sounds like. Like, she talk a lot and she knows it all and she's going to say it. And she's right and you better listen to her. And if not, it's a problem. And then you the problem. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I get from her. But hopefully she's not that way. Maybe she's just having trouble in a different way. But that's what it comes off as. And I see it. And I think a lot of other people see it. And it's a reflection of her, with her friends and how all of that falling apart and all of that as well from what I'm seeing. So, I just think we all are works in progress. I always say it, all of us, every one of us, we can work on some things to always be better. Nobody is sitting up perfect. Everybody needs to work on themselves and do better. That's it. One person is perfect. You don't get it all right. There's some things that you've learned that you need to unlearn. There's some things that you've been taught that you need to, do away with, because a lot of that is not helping a lot of these women. And it's definitely an entitled, self-centered nature that a lot of these modern women have. And it's hurting their chances for relationships and marriage, especially for the ones who say they want it. So what do you guys think about Kevin Samuels pointing this out, child? And here we are, B. Simone, talking about money issues, financial issues, still not be able to find a man, wondering why she can't find one, how people, it's very telling. It really is, y'all. So chime in. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Comment, like, subscribe. Keep the conversation going. I want to hear what you have to say. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.